pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
On third down, Townsend. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there on third down. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. As that now will wind up an incomplete pass. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Townsend. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. On first down, Townsend finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
2nd and 14. Back to throw. Townsend. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. Wide open receiver, complete. And some space here. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24.
Let's go.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Townsend. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Townsend throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Townsend. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Townsend. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bisons have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The football going back over to Arizona now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. To throw on second down. Townsend throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Townsend. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, Townsend. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Townsend. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Townsend. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, Their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Townsend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. The Tigers see their 12-game win streak snapped to begin the year. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. The Texans are in a position where they need to win out and get some help. But a victory there does improve their mark to 6-7. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Townsend looking deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On coming short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bisons are able to widen their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Townsend. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those 2-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in the team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Is the punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they...
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bisons use the short field to get in for 6.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Let's get it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Townsend. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Back to throw. Townsend. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on 1st down. Townsend. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Townsend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know where you felt that one. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Page, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll look to throw. He lost 6 there on the first down play. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. On first down, Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I got the sense the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On first and 10, Townsend. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw. Townsend. And that'll be incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Townsend. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Watch number 12.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, it's Page. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. On third down, it's Page. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. A little under 40 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going up top.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Oklahoma City, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.